Oh, starting, yes. You can ask your other question.
No more questions.
Ask. That's good. Love the questions.
No,
Why?
there's
Afraid.
no fighting for them.
Okay, let's go. You have a question?
No.
Why not?
Why?
You don't have any question.
No.
Do you have any question?
I live for you.
Do you have any question? Why? You don't think? You have got a question?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I can set up.
You can set up.
Yes.
Now,
I'm thinking yes.
go ahead. Set it up. Questions?
What questions are setting up?
Why every answers go to capitalism?
Why every answers
Yes.
go to capitalism?
Yes.
Nice question. Okay, answer that now.
Yes.
You just asked.
Because of money.
Because of money.
Power.
Power.
Big countries developed their technology to control the world in like 17th century. So they have power, they had the power in that time. They developed themselves, they communicate to Europe, they communicate the world. Communication is everything for them. So they build up to these days to world. World is developed from, not developed, designed from them, by them. So if they have the power, they can control everything. They do whatever they want. So that's it. Because the world's order is right now is that
Can we protect ourselves?
we can't change that. What?
Can we protect ourselves from capitalism?
You can, but it's too hard. Too hard.
How? How come?
Because you need money to live.
How can I protect myself, for example?
Go to the
Isolate.
countryside, go to your village or whatever. You can isolate yourself in there, being more natural life, living more natural life. You can take that option, but it's too hard for.
I think it's not living.
Do you go to the Starbucks?
Not really much.
Exciting symbols. No?
I know, not really much. Sometimes. but I go to the like that coffee shop. But it's kinda boutique, I can say. Some Greek coffee maker shop. So it's kinda boutique, not like capitalism, not like that.
Okay, what is capitalism? In order to answer a question, we have to define that question
Yes.
first. You say, is capitalism good or bad?
Yes.
Kinda.
Maybe why everything is related to capitalism.
Yeah, I try to paraphrase your question actually.
Yes. Okay.
So, first, what is capitalism? What do you know about
Is
capitalism?
a monster
No,
for
try to
economic.
define it. What is it?
Yeah.
And is it good or bad?
I don't know, but it's a method for
Marketing.
for marketing.
marketing.
Yes.
For business and industry.
And it's in
The order
every.
of business industry, we can say, yeah.
Okay.
For example, I bought a new phone. I like.
Is that new?
Yes.
What did you buy?
Teaching.
Samsung.
S21 FE.
Nice.
Validation.
Okay,
It's
good.
another one. I
Good,
don't
good.
know its name. It's small.
Alright.
And I usually use and I like earphone with wire.
Mm.
Yes, headphone with wire.
Okay.
But I can't use that for now because it has not a jack entry,
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
and I must.
Yeah,
Uh,
you have to
Change that.
do this too.
I bought that,
Okay.
and it's capitalism.
It's forced to you some buy new
Yes,
things,
exactly.
these things,
I
relatable
hate
things. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
There are
Relatable
no
accessories.
solutions.
Accessories, yeah.
I thought, but I didn't find any solution for wire earphone.
Mm.
You must use wireless earphone.
Mm. That's interesting. Okay. What else? What is capitalism?
Capitalism manage the money.
Explain more.
More. Some people need to capitalism, I think.
No, that is different thing. I don't say do we need it or
What
not.
is-
I say what is it?
Capitalism.
For example, this is a cup of coffee.
No,
For example.
everything.
It is not.
No, everything is capitalism.
This is a cup of coffee, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Everybody
knows it.
agrees.
Agree.
Now, what is capitalism?
Manage the money from big company. Maybe, for example, Turkish Sabancı Holding neydi? Holding şey İngilizcesi. Holding, yeah. Sabancı Holding, Koç Holding, different a lot of holding from manage the people. Need to capitalism because we want to life, good life, need to capitalism. Developing maybe table, maybe car. Every person not successful for develop. Big company must big company from must big company. Net computer phone.
I see. Nice.
If you don't want capitalism, don't use phone. You life jungle and forest.
Okay. Good.
But it's not about like that. Capitalism is not like that.
Okay.
It's about idea.
Idea.
Yeah, I can say because this is industrial development,
Mm-hmm.
technological development. It's always there,
Mm-hmm.
and historically, we know that there is the change. There was the change, and there was developing.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalism is like he said.
Mm-hmm.
It's force you to do their one things,
Yes.
not your choice. It force you. It's kinda not good thing or technological developing or technological improvement. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
My perspective, from my perspective.
For example,
For example,
I read a
give me example. Mesela örnek, for example, Cuba, communism, not developing anything. Only drugs. Cuba.
Have you visited Cuba?
And Ceausescu, Romania.
Have you
I'm not
visited
defending
Cuba?
communism or whatever.
But,
I'm just saying.
Big countries, all them capitalism. Big countries, all them. Apple, capitalism system. Maybe computer, all computer products, capitalism system. Communist system is bad.
Forget about communism. We are talking about capitalism.
Capitalism opposite communism.
Opposite. They're divorced.
Capitalism in everywhere, I think. For
For
example,
example, yes.
I read information on internet.
On internet.
For example, Samsung or Apple, they improved new software for phones,
Mm-hmm.
and if you update your phone, your camera qualifications goes down, and your feels, your senses are changing. It's not good. I must, I must buy new
Buy a new
phones,
one.
and you will buy a new phone.
Correct. What else? No idea. Why not? Why?
What is capitalism?
What is capitalism? You're right, actually. Nothing to be added. Capitalism is, as you said, of course, big companies or big people, big figures are governing, are ruling, are controlling, managing the whole world through this economical, you name it, method. Understand? They are managing the whole universe with this economical method.
Yes.
By default, capitalism is not really good, is not really bad. It depends. If there is no capitalism, in my opinion, there is no improvement. We only talk about the negativity of capitalism. Of course, nobody is happy with that. As you said, you have to, if you want to buy this, they say, okay, you need this one also. You have to pay extra money for this other, element in order to use this, device or whatnot, as you mentioned, for example. So this is, of course, capitalism. We are not happy with that because people do not earn a lot of money. Earning money is not really easy. It is so difficult and tough. But look at capitalism from this perspective. Imagine the technology. When we talk about capitalism, the first thing that comes to my mind is technology. I think in 20 years or maybe 10 years, we have had, still goes on, a huge, improvement in technology.
It needs communication.
Yeah. Thanks to capitalism.
Yes.
Thanks to capitalism, we have that. Because companies want to earn more money. How? They have to offer something new.
Yes.
You cannot sell this forever. You have to upgrade this. So iPhone 1 long ago was really an ideal telephone. Not anymore. Because it has lost its functionality. That's why today people need iPhone 14 Pro Max, like that.
Plus, yeah.
Plus, whatnot. Lots of different titles to confuse people. To confuse people in order to not, to be able to choose a good product for themselves. If you are looking for Samsung, so many Samsung products.
Yes.
Very similar, small differences. So you have to be very careful.
Yes.
In terms of gaming, for example, huge improvement.
Yes,
If you look at the consoles, for example, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 5.
or computers.
Huge, yes, transition. Or computers, or telephones, or everything. We need it. Internet itself, the applications, the platforms, online, offline. The game that you're playing right now was a kind of dream 20 years ago. Oh my God, online, what do you mean? What you're talking about? How is it possible to play online? I am sitting at home and then I am playing against somebody who is sitting at his or her home somewhere else. What the hell? But today it is so mundane. Do you know mundane?
Casual.
Yeah, casual thing. Not very important.
Yes.
Something super
Normal.
normal. Thanks to capitalism, by the way.
Sell verse.
Exactly. Earning money and how can I say, try to, how can I say, I cannot put it into the words. Try to, as you said, manage the money and make the money move. Make the money move, flow. Understand? You cannot stop it. You cannot say iPhone 14 is the last one. Impossible. They will improve. They will add something else. Until they design something new in order to get your attention and take your money out of your pocket. Really?
Nice.
This is what it is. You said Starbucks. Do you go there more often?
Not often. But
Starbucks.
I will go because the coffee taste is better than the other coffee options.
My coffee shop is good too.
When did capitalism born? Do you know?
I don't know. Marx created that?
Karl Marx.
Maybe,
Yes. Marx,
maybe
I think.
before
No, before that.
200 years.
He developed it, I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
Do you have any idea about that?
I don't know capitalism.
You don't know that. You must know it.
Yeah,
Two things that everybody should know. One is politics. Second is economy. If
They
you
push
if
to
you
buy.
don't know these two concepts, game is over for that country. Specifically, ladies. Really. There was a politician, I forgot his name. He said that if in a country ladies are talking about politics, that country is amazing. I mean it. But in our countries, what do ladies talk about? Generally, shopping, unnecessary.
That's it.
Yeah.
Unnecessary things.
Makeup.
In order to be able to talk about something, you have to study it. If you want to speak about economy, you have to study economy, you have to study politics, you have to know what is going on. You have to read, you have to watch, you have to learn, you have to participate in order to improve and develop yourself.
It starts with industrial revolutions.
Revolution. When?
17,
70.
maybe 17.
I think so.
1760.
Yes.
1760.
50 years. Around.
In Manchester.
Will it change that system?
I don't think so. Not anymore.
I agree with you.
Why should somebody change the situation that he or she is so happy with?
I'm not happy for working 6 days.
Of course, I am not happy. I'm talking about, as you said, the big companies.
Of
So
course
if,
they don't
if they produce something new,
Yes.
it means that the money flows and they are so happy.
They are so happy with
They are
those.
glad. They are satisfied. That's why they continue producing. So why should they change that? Change and do what?
Yes. If Martians will come,
If
maybe,
who?
maybe it will change.
Who comes?
Martians.
Martians.
Martians.
Who is Martian? The movie you are talking about? There was a movie and there was a book.
Fantastic.
Yes. He said.
He was eating potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah?
With them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark Wahlberg.
With them. Martian.
Yeah, you're right. Ask cinema from him.
He's good.
Obviously. And? Why don't you speak? I say ask questions. Do you have question? No.
Teacher,
Okay,
I
someone-
don't mean capitalism.
You don't know what capitalism
Yes.
is? Why?
Me neither.
Why not? You hear this word all the time.
Merdan lazım.
Become example list.
Somebody opens Google and type this. What is capitalism? And read it to them. Read it to the class.
We need to Merdan.
Who is that?
Merdan.
Politician.
Politician
guy.
student.
Ah, the
Young
teenager.
guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, tall. I see. I see. Yeah. Google it. What is capitalism in English? And read that small definition on Google to the class. Okay? Who can? Can you?
An economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profits.
Repeat it again very slowly.
An economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profits.
Or profit.
Profits, yeah.
Busunuz.
Exactly.
Or
Business,
profit.
yes. Exactly,
Come.
yeah. That's why I said big companies, why should big companies change that? Because they are already happy with that.
Yeah.
And this capitalism is so... I cannot find a good word to
They
describe
creating
it.
needs.
Huh?
They are creating needs and they sell.
Exactly. Yeah. Amazing. So they create some needs for the
Yes.
people, then they try to solve the
Yes.
problem. Nice. That is true. That is true. Even it entered into football. Even it entered to football. Of course, football by default is a kind of capitalistic, sport. But again, who is the president of FIFA? That bald guy. I forgot his
I
name.
forgot too.
He's
Infantino.
yes, that's true. Generally, World Cup is among 32 teams. How many teams?
32.
32. He tries to increase the number.
Yeah,
Have you heard that?
I know. 48 maybe.
48 countries now
Yeah.
for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
32 becomes 48. Why?
Why?
I am asking you. Very clear, actually. The answer is very clear. Why? Why should he do that? Why?
I don't know.
Why not?
To get money.
Absolutely.
To get attention to the
To get attention,
Lots
to
of-
get money,
countries. Yeah.
which means that he can sell, the football broadcasting to more countries. They can create more tension among more nations. More countries can be qualified to World Cup, so that more people would engage, more money would be spent. Imagine, for example, in the previous World Cup, Turkey would be inside the World Cup, for example. Don't you think that lots of Turkish people would go? I mean, rich people, of course.
Yes, of course.
They would definitely go to watch. Money flows, man. And imagine 32 becomes 48 countries. 48 countries. More people would go. Bigger stadiums would be built. More money would be injected.
Yes.
And.
For example, Nusret Kaptu Kap.
Exactly, yeah. Money
Salt
talks.
Bay.
Yes.
Money talks. I heard that he bribed the people in Qatar because nobody is allowed to touch.
Yes.
Yes.
I
And
heard.
they will ban him. They will ban him from other
World Cup.
cups. Yeah.
Most probably he would bribe in bigger money so that
Maybe he can solve, yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Rich
Of course.
people are getting rich people in capitalist system.
Absolutely. Yes, a good explanation. Rich becomes rich, poor becomes poorer.
It's very bad.
Richer and poor becomes poorer.
In capitalism,
In
there is no
capital.
between.
Yeah, there is no between. Yes, no.
Step by step.
You know, the game developers, because of money, they produce games.
Yes. They
Look
push
at
to-
look at
They push to buy some items
exactly.
for games.
Some skills, some
Yes.
special activities.
Characters.
Yeah.
For example, God of War.
Yes.
What is the latest one? Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yes. Nordic
Have you played?
mythology. No.
Expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
The case.
700, I
Yes.
think.
I played God of War
Ha-
4.
How much is it?
I don't know.
1K maybe Turkish
1K?
money.
Yes.
That is insane.
Around.
1K.
I heard.
Wow.
I bought PlayStation 4 in 2015 for 1K.
PS5 is 30,000 Turkish lira.
Yes.
Wow.
That is insane.
But $500 in USA.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the taxing, taxes.
Thanks to government.
Tax the
Don't open that.
Don't open that door, yes. That's why if you play those games and at the end of the games you can see the credits, lots of people
Yes.
just worked so hard to make that game ready for the people. And they need money.
Yes.
And
So
they're the
much-
same.
So much work is working on it.
Yeah,
so
absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
So much work, so much effort, tension. So money should flow. Money must flow. Otherwise, their life cannot be improved. So capitalism is important for improvement. Totally right. He's right.
Yeah, okay.
Totally right.
In that part, I agree, but
Of course, yeah. Look at Qatar, for example. Really?
Yes. That's
Look at the stadiums, man.
capitalism.
Beautiful, magnificent.
Yes.
How can you build those stadiums? Money.
Petrol, money.
Yeah.
Dollars.
Obvious. So obvious. We need money to buy honey, which is not very funny.
For power in capitalism.
Exactly. Do you have any other alternative for capitalism?
No.
No. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
You're happy. You're not.
Yes, teacher.
Why yes? Because I have a company.
There are big patisserie cake. Everybody wants to eating
That's good.
from paste. If you working a lot, you eating a lot of cake.
Okay, good point. But the question is, do you enjoy eating those cakes?
Yeah.
Or do you eat those cakes? Good
Well,
question.
just-
Do you eat those cakes?
Only the part of it.
Even not that one. Even not that one.
Turkish people wants only sitting on the chair. Someone giving the cake money. All people wants, my opinion.
I see. No, my question was
I agree
this.
to disagree.
My question was, there's a kind of equation of 80% and 20%. Have you heard that equation?
Ah, yeah, yes.
80%, 20%
Yes.
rule or
Yes,
something?
Yes, I am.
So what do you remember? Nothing.
Can't understand, but
You don't remember.
no, I know I heard about something related to this one. But how can I explain in English? For example, it's also help the people organize their life.
No, my point was different point. My point is different. Generally speaking, maybe me too. Generally speaking, we have something. I have this. for example, whatever it is, car, house, money, whatnot, okay? Imagine it like 100%, okay? Mathematically. This is 100%, but in reality, how many percent of this is being used by me? Maximum 20%.
Belongs to you.
Yeah, no. I own all of it. But how much of it I am using? 20%. Think about it. Think about it. Let me give you some much more tangible examples. For instance, you have, let's say, $1 billion. For example, you put your $1 billion into the bank for the future which hasn't come. Are you okay? For the future which hasn't come yet. You can go.
I'm okay.
Are you?
Really?
Yeah.
You look emotional. For the future which hasn't come yet, but we just keep it. Without using it, we die, and we still
Yes.
don't use it.
Totally right.
You buy a Ferrari or Bugatti or whatnot. What is the top speed of Ferrari, for example?
250.
250.
Yes.
In reality, how much of the car power, speed, you can use?
150.
We don't
Less
have
than that,
roads
less than
like
that.
that, yeah.
Less than that.
Max.
Empty
Everybody
roads.
thinks of big houses. Okay, big houses. How many percent of the house is being used by you
How
in
many
reality?
rooms? Yes.
20%.
2 rooms. Maybe 3 rooms.
One roof.
The rest is
Yeah.
nothing.
Totally right.
This
It's
is
about
the-
capitalism, I think.
Maybe.
Only kitchen.
This is the dark side of, not dark side, let's say this is the bitter truth of life, unfortunately. We are not using anything.
It must depend on capitalism because
Yeah.
you try to protect your money because you can you can lose your money.
You can lose your money.
Yes. So you feel
Direct.
no, your feels
Direct.
your senses direct you. But for example, at communism, you can have that for all time, and you can use very effectively. I think.
If you can, you're a lucky and happy person.
Yes.
If you can't, you're a misfortunate person.
True.
Yeah. Think about this stuff. Thinking is really, I think, the best gift of God. To think. People do not think. And I don't blame them because people are so obsessed with something in their lives. Me too. Everybody.
I criticize the capitalism for too much work.
Yes.
Too much work, yes. Too much work by default is okay if you get what you deserve.
Yes.
If you get what you deserve, but working so much, so hard, hold on, working so hard, but at the end of the day you get nothing,
Yes.
that is the most miserable thing.
Yeah,
The most miserable thing.
people needs free time,
Absolutely.
Or
We
you
need free
must
time.
find
refreshing
shortcuts.
bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, as I said, I told this long ago. I said that the best option for that, in my opinion, is to detach yourself from capitalism. How? To go and live in a village.
Yes.
This is the only
Yes.
option.
Only option.
But it's not life for this age. I
No.
think.
There is life too.
I-
Come on.
I disagree. It depends on your perspective.
Okay, for example,
You say why? I say we have two people. One, imagine you yourself living inside Istanbul, chaos, this, that,
Okay.
metro bus. This life, or you in a village,
okay,
quiet,
Calm.
serenity,
Fresh
lots of
air.
things.
excellent.
In which one of the conditions or situations you are happy?
Another.
In village.
Finish.
Okay. But
Answer is finished. Because
There is no but.
you don't arrange only your life.
Go out, not out, inside. Ask the question from everybody. Why did you come to Istanbul?
Economic.
Economy. Yes. To save money. Yes. To earn money. Okay. And
And
to be happy
yes, improve
at the
ourselves.
end.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Not no.
True.
That's why you try to earn more money to have a convenient life, comfortable life, and that comfortable life makes you happy.
Okay.
So at the end, as a result, you reach the happiness. Maybe not.
Okay.
If you're already happy in a village, why do you go to the
So what's
city?
the point?
Why do you put yourself into a trap?
It's about our age because
No.
I
It is not.
understood.
Right now, to be honest with you,
Okay.
give me two options to live in this life in a mega city, big city, with a high tension, high tempo, or to put me inside a village, okay, with good condition, of course. Inside the village, I would choose the village.
Why didn't you go?
I'm thinking of that. I mean it.
For example, I can do that easily. I can go to village.
Me too.
So, are you happy here?
Yes.
Really? You hesitated.
Yeah, excuse me. I have to be happy in
No.
Istanbul.
No. That is different.
Okay.
I have to, isn't it?
I can be happy in village. Okay. But I want to say another sentence. For example, you went to village.
Okay.
You will want kids or family
Mm.
because you are alone in there.
Mm.
And when you will have any family and you will have kids, your kids will be alone. And they must live in city, I think.
The
Capitalism pushed you.
The problem is you as a father
Okay.
are worried too much for your kids. If your kids are not happy in the village, they have their own will. They can change the location. They can move to city. You should not, in my opinion, you should not be so much worried about your kids.
But they will have not any friends.
Bill
They will be
Gates.
alone.
Bill Gates once said, you can be born poor. This is not your fault. But if you die poor, this is your fault.
Yes, it can be true.
It is true, actually. Which means that if your kid or kids are not happy in the village, they have their own choices. They should move on. They should go and change the location.
Growing up time is important, I think. And they don't choose to that.
Who says that? By default, the kid
Okay.
doesn't know a lot.
Okay.
10 years old
Environment
can-
teaches the kid
Okay.
lots of things. So, for example, she said that Starbucks, this, that. What is Starbucks? Starbucks is a kind of American cafe concept.
Yes.
Who created that? Social media, influencers, this, that. If you remove those things from your life,
You don't know the
nothing will be left. So we value these concepts. Finish.
True.
If you don't value, that concept will not exist.
And
Really?
I can't explain. I think
You couldn't
my
explain?
sense, yes, because I said only kids, your kids. Kids will be alone in there, and
Village doesn't mean
You
that
must-
you are the only
you
person
must
who is living there.
Village have schools too.
Yeah, they have schools, they have
Kids
you
too,
have
yeah.
neighborhoods, you
For
have
example,
neighbors, you
my
have
village have
yeah,
schools,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
point I think the city is to learn bad or good, bad or good something that is called maybe there are a lot of people. Some of people I don't know harm to. This is harmful person.
Mhm.
And as I said, or this is a nice, kind person. There are a lot of concepts in a city, but in the village there is no options to see.
Which
these
one do you prefer?
behaviors. I love to nature, so I.
You see? Because we have come from nature. Really? And our, how can I say, you name that, the origin of our life is nature.
I should have grew up in Istanbul, but I didn't it because my family live in our hometown.
Because you chose Istanbul. Istanbul didn't choose you. You chose Istanbul.
Yes, but
Okay.
after 25 years,
After 25 years,
and I could do that
you know,
if my
the
parents.
answer is very simple. The answer for any question is very simple, guys. The answer is this. Are you happy with what you are doing, with where you are living, or with something that you basically do? Are you happy or not? Very simple. If you are happy, okay, continue. If you are not happy, there's a problem. Very simple. Super simple. If you're happy in Istanbul, you're on the right track. If you're not happy for any reason or reasons, you're on the wrong track.
Both of them is okay for me.
So in that case, you have to, maybe the time will show it.
Sure. Yeah.
Really?
After
very
for this maybe I
Very
can go.
simple. That's why, generally, if you ask the same question from retired people,
Yes.
generally, they say they prefer village life
Yes.
or smaller cities minimum.
Of course.
Why? Because, enough.
Enough of
They
that.
cannot tolerate anymore. So much tension, so much anxiety, so much tempo. So corona, so much something.
Smoke effects.
Smoke effect, yes.
Habit.
Agree?
Me?
Yes.
What question?
What was the question?
Argentina
I
or
wasn't
France?
there.
France or
Which one is
Argentina?
Argent.
France, huh?
Argent.
Really? Why? Messi?
I don't like Messi.
And Messi doesn't like you too.
What question? Şunu ne?
Köy hayatı, şehir hayatı
Köy
işte.
hayatı.
Ha. It depends, teacher.
No. Very clear question, clear answer.
Senin
This or this.
You
know,
it depends.
In next world,
Changeable.
listen, in next world we have two different worlds.
The village
Heaven or hell.
teacher.
We don't have between.
The
You have to
village-
choose.
The village making is boring me. Making me boring sometimes. Maybe 5 days, 10 days, then making bore the people.
For 2 weeks.
My opinion.
Because we have, how can I say, we have been addicted to the city life, the city tempo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we are, I think, me too, we are not strong enough to detach ourselves
Yes,
from
yes.
this tempo,
I
whatever that is.
I agree.
So if the time comes and we are strong enough to make a kind of, how can I say, radical decisions, in that case, I think we are mature enough. If, for example, you said if you're not, maybe it is not a good example, but if you cannot quit something easily, as for example smoking, of course this is not a good example, but maybe we can say you are not mature enough. If I cannot let this go, still keeping it, I am weak.
Yes.
Really? Deep level. I am weak. If I can let it go, I am mature now. If I can forgive, I am mature now. If I still complain, I am not mature enough. That ego
Yes.
dominates, conquers you.
Yes.
You know? It is always easier said than done, but to be a perfect of something means you're mature.
Yes. Those were right.
On metro bus, maybe there's a fight. Why? Why there's a fight? Because none of the sides let it go. That's why the fight continues. If somebody says, okay, you're right, sorry for that, very simple, sorry, I am so sorry, then fight stops.
Yes.
Both of them are egotistical, good word. Both of them are egotistical, so they continue fighting. I am right, no, I am right. I am right, no, I am right. Okay, you are right. Okay, come on, bravo, Mr. Yes, magnanimous. I forgot the word. Mr. Magnanimous. That's why I think we have to have a radical decision. We should be able to,
And we have to fight
and it is not easy.
for
not
living
No, easy.
in
Not easy. Yes.
that country.
Sorry.
We have to fight for living in our country.
Yes, that is your
other-
decision. Yes, that's your decision. If you see that,
It's habit, I think.
habit means weakness. Habit means weakness. Weakness.
Yes.
You have
I am weak,
Right.
so I cannot quit it.
We are control.
I said socially. Yes.
No, generally I speak. If I am addicted to coffee, this is my weakness.
Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah,
No problem.
like that. No? Agree?
Percent 70.
70% agree. Good, I am happy.
I born in village.
But you love Istanbul.
Yes.
Time will show.
Difficult in urge money. Very difficult in village.
That is true. Because money is not.
fast hospital, school.
You're right, yes, of course. Those problems also exist.
Yes.
So we don't have any ideal place, to be honest. There is no ideal place. As I mentioned earlier, the best answer is this. Are you happy there or not? If you are happy, you're on the right track. If you're not happy, you're on the wrong track. Very simple. If you believe that you have to fight, fight. If you say that, no, my fighting is meaningless, don't fight and find another solution.
We bite the bullet, man.
This is your decision.
Yes.
If you try to bite the bullet, it means that you continue fighting.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Thank you.
Really?
The money won't go with you
Hmm.
under the
Exactly.
ground.
Yeah.
So, just the two, come on.
Bullet bite you.
Like that.
I don't want that much money. I don't need,
You don't need that.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to know our limits. We have to know what we really need in life. And why do we need that? The why question, my favorite. Why?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, time is up, guys. Take care of yourself.
Everybody
Thank
go
you,
over
thank
the village.
Possible.
The Istanbul, then
Istanbul is the
enough,
biggest
enough,
village.
enough for us.
But Istanbul is the biggest
Biggest
village.
village, yes.
Şefim